So I'm gonna talk to y'all because I'm still in my feelings a little bit. So Arbor had gymnastics. I hope y'all can hear me with the wind. Arbor had gymnastics trials today from 12 to 2. I was so nervous I couldn't even record nothing. People was recording on FaceTime and all this stuff. My heart was beating out my chest because she has a lot of energy. So I was worried about her like just staying still in between when, you know, it's gonna be other kids there doing distracting stuff. And I didn't want her to get like looped into that. I wanted them to see that she can sit and follow instructions and all that. So it was crazy. But we was about to leave and then they caught us and said it was one more part that I had to go out and do, but the teacher didn't tell us. So I'm waiting on her to come back out because the parents couldn't go in that little part. But she did so good. She did really, really good. Really good. And then she tapped the lady because I told her, I said, don't do nothing if they don't ask you to do it. And so she tapped the lady. I guess she knew it was the appropriate time. I don't know. That was kind of crazy. She knew it was the appropriate time, so she tapped her teacher before she moved to the next part. And she said, can I show you something? So she just found out this morning she can do this thing. It's kind of like a back bend. It's kind of like she back bend and do like a complete circle. I don't know how to explain what that is. But she just found out she could do that this morning, so she showed that to her, and the lady liked it. So I hope that made her stand out. But she did really good. The only thing that could have been better is she seems, I don't know why, but she seems to do better on the higher beams than the lower beams. And so she fell off the beam a couple times. But compared to people falling the whole time, I mean, it was all the way to the end before she even failed. So maybe she was just tired. And then I'm trying to think what else. Bars, that was good. And then her flips on the ground, they were fine. And I don't know what they over here doing in this other gym. But I'm gonna ask her when she come out. Oh, and they had to do like squats. They had to do wall sits. They had to do where they you kind of do that squat jump thing where you jump on the cube and then jump back down. They had to do that. They had to do push-ups, they had to do sit-ups, they had to do a lot of stuff. So we got here at 12 and now it is like 1:38. And so I assume by the time she get out there it'll be 2. And it was scheduled for 12 to 2. So, and then they had them in smaller groups and they just rotated around. Let's see. Bars, beam, floor, and then whatever else they doing in this little other gym. So 4 groups rotating 4 times. And then that was it. But they got it pretty organized on how they run it, because if it wasn't organized, they wouldn't be able to do it in 2 hours for sure. Just to know who going where and all that kind of stuff. But I'll update y'all. We're supposed to know in a couple, I don't know, she said, I can't remember, she said a couple weeks or 1 week because I was so nervous. But she said we would either know by email, mail, or a letter in person. So so I'm waiting on her. I'll tell y'all what I was doing yesterday. Yesterday I went and volunteered at this place I got this hat from. It was called Dream Court, and so it's for disabled people who are in wheelchairs to play tennis, and they're having a tournament, and their league is USTA, I think, United States Tennis Association or something like that. I don't know. And so yesterday I was volunteering. I was doing hospitality. So I was like refilling the drinks and snacks, making sure everybody had drinks and snacks. And then I got to socializing because I had volunteered with them before for like a workout clinic kind of thing. And so I knew some of the guys and I was just like reconnecting with them. And then I met a new girl yesterday that I had never met. And we ended up talking like right before I left, so I ended up staying a little bit over, and then I told her I would come back today because her sisters came with her, but they went back to the room. I said, well, we'll come out here and sit with you for a little while tomorrow. So she's gonna be out there by herself because she don't really, I guess she does know the other people because she used their names, but she not really talking to them. She's kind of like off on the side. And so I told her I would come today because we're volunteering tomorrow from 12 to 3 or something like that. And so yesterday I volunteered by myself. Tomorrow we'll volunteer. It'll be me and Arpa. She'll be going to get balls. And I am today just gonna chill and watch some of the matches. I love tennis. That's probably something y'all do not know about me. They tried to get me to play tennis in high school because I took a tennis class and my teacher was the tennis coach. And that is my one and only regret in my entire life, is that I did not play tennis in high school and like keep going and playing college and all that stuff. So, interesting. Fun fact. I'm about to get in the car because it's hot. I got this jacket on because it was freezing in there, so I need to take my jacket off. By the time Arpy come out, the car can be cooled off because I am starving. We had oatmeal this morning, but I'm still starving. That was like 10 o'clock and it's almost 2. It's 1:46. So, yeah. That's it. I'm trying to think. What else I could update y'all on? I did recut my hair. Mainly because I don't think I told y'all about my scalp. So I had a biopsy done to see why I had this buildup. It's kind of like dandruff, but not really. And I found out I have seborrheic dermatitis. And so it's the shampoo I gotta use on my hair. And y'all know I was trying to lock my hair. And so because they started locked, I couldn't wash them as frequently as I need to. So with this shampoo, I have to wash every week. And I noticed my head hadn't been itching before after I had used the shampoo every week. And then when I got the locks, it was starting to itch. And it was because I was flaring up, right? My scalp was flaring up. And so when he cut my hair, y'all, I had like patches, like all everywhere. And so I went and looked it up. It's like a buildup of oils under your skin that pushes like the top layer of skin off quicker, so it makes it flake easier. But when I use that shampoo once a week, every week, I don't have no problems. No problems. Like, I washed it the day I got my hair cut. I gotta wash it again like this week. That'll be a week. And then if I do it like 2 more times, it'll be back clear. But it was really bad when he cut it. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then he cut my hairline. You see how he cut my hairline right here? Like that. I need my little hair right there on the sides. And I gotta tell him to cut my sideburns next time. So I had some patches right here along the side. But the treatment that I've been doing is really good. And so I'm kind of like, maybe I should just keep it like this, because that's the easiest way to wash it every week without having to style it, pay somebody to style it, anything like that. So we shall see. And I already got some updates from the doctor about some things, but I don't think I'm going to share that. I was thinking about that this morning. But there will be some changes. I'm kind of excited to see what the changes will be in the future. But it should be an interesting ride, I'll say that. She ready to get out for summer, which they got 8 more weeks. This last weekend was spring break, so I had her in a free community camp from 8 to 5. They wore her out, baby, because one day they went skating, one day they went bowling, one day they went where else did they go? Swimming. And so they did activities at the center, but they also did an outing and did those things every single day. And so she was tired every night. I was like, yes. And then last weekend, she went to a camp where she stayed overnight from Friday at 2 in the afternoon to Sunday at 4 in the afternoon. And she had a blast. And she ain't fully recovered from that. She's still trying to catch up on her sleep. And she's doing that same camp this summer for 4 weeks. But she's not staying the night. She's just going to the day camp. So I drop her off. She rides the bus to the camp. And then they come back in the afternoon and I pick her up. So her whole summer is planned. Let me know if y'all want a video about how I got her summer planned out. But she has something every week except 4th of July week and the first week we get out of school. And I think it's because she got doctor's appointment on that Monday. And I didn't want to pay for a full week when she only get to go 4 days. And then 4th of July week, kind of the same thing. 4th of July is on a Monday, and I'm gonna have to pay the full price. It's not prorated for 4 days, so I'm kind of thinking about, long as the money works out, which I need to do my budget, go ahead and do my budget. As long as the money works out, I'll probably just send her to camp those other 2 days. I mean, them other 2 weeks, because she just like it. The people that was there was like, I wish she was gonna be here every week, and she didn't want to leave. They didn't want her to leave, so yeah, they had a blast, and I missed her. But at least in the summer, this summer at least, she'll be able to come home in the afternoon. And then she gonna have gymnastics. That's another reason I didn't do her overnight, because gymnastics is a big commitment for us. And so, first of all, let's see, right now she goes on Tuesdays at 6. If she makes preteam, she will be coming Monday and Wednesday for 2 hours a day. So that's important, and it's year round. So just because she going to camp, she still gotta go to gymnastics. So that's why she's not staying the night. But I'm pretty sure in the future she's gonna want to stay the night. So I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, but we shall see. Take it one day at a time. I cannot believe I'm about to have a first grader at the end of this year. Y'all pray for me.